Nobody told me that losing 75 pounds would require me to get to know myself all over again. I expected my body to change. I expected my clothes to stop fitting. I hoped I would feel healthier and more confident, but I wasn't prepared for how much losing the weight would affect the way I saw myself, or how strange it could feel when the woman in the mirror no longer matched the picture I had carried in my head for years. Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about what it would feel like after you lose the weight you've been trying to use for ages? Do you have an idea in your head of what it's going to feel like, or what each stage of the process is going to be? That's a question that I wish I had asked myself when I first started this weight loss journey. I thought, oh my gosh, after losing the weight, when I get to my goal weight, things are going to be so much different. And yes, they are. But still a lot of surprises along the way. Zepbound helped me lose 75 pounds in my 50s, and I'm incredibly grateful for that transformation. But the truth is, losing the weight was only the beginning. Today, I want to share the things nobody told me about what could happen after a significant weight loss, not as medical advice, but as my own honest experience. I share it with you all. I'm a registered nurse. So, again, this is not medical advice. This is just truly my honest experience because I want to give back. I want to help. I want to share my experiences to hopefully help one of you beautiful people out there. So, hi, I'm Carla, and welcome to Life with Carla Reimagined. This is a channel about weight loss, changing bodies, personal style, health, menopause, confidence, and discovering what is still possible after 50. If you're going through a transformation of your own or wondering what comes after the transformation you worked so hard for, you're in the right place. What I wish I would have known before I lost 75 pounds is that my mind may not necessarily change at the same speed as my body. I could see the number on the scale. I could see that my clothes were getting larger. I could see the changes in pictures, but internally, I didn't always feel different. Sometimes I would automatically reach for the same size I had worn before. I would look at a chair and wonder if I could sit comfortably. Have you ever felt that way? Have you ever had that thought? Like, is this chair going to be comfortable? Am I going to be able to fit in it? Are my knees going to hurt? Are my back going to hurt? Can I squeeze my hips in it? Even though that was no longer a concern, I would see a reflection or photograph of myself and need a moment to realize that the woman I was looking at was in fact me. For years, I had developed habits around living in a larger body. Those habits didn't simply just disappear when the weight did. That taught me something important though. Physical transformation and emotional transformation are not the same process. The body can change before your identity catches up, and I'm learning to give myself time for both. Confidence doesn't automatically arrive with a smaller size. I think many of us imagine that confidence is waiting on a particular number on the scale. We tell ourselves, when I lose the weight, I'll wear that outfit. I'll put on the swimsuit. I actually almost put on a bikini today for y'all, and then I changed my mind. So one piece it is today. So let me go back to what I was trying to say. We tell ourselves, when I lose the weight, I'll wear that outfit. Um, uh, I'll take more pictures. I'll try something new. I'll finally feel confident. There have absolutely been moments when losing weight has helped me feel more comfortable and capable, but confidence did not magically appear the day I reached a certain weight. Some insecurities came along with me. I still had to learn how to appreciate my body instead of constantly evaluating it. Look at my stomach, look at my hips, look at my arms. I still had to practice walking into a room without trying to disappear, not causing attention to myself. I still had to make the decision to try things before I felt completely ready, pushing myself to play tennis, pushing myself to be more active, to go on those walks, to exercise, to all of those things. I'm beginning to understand that confidence isn't something weight loss hands to you. It's something you build by keeping promises to yourself, treating your body with respect, and allowing yourself to participate fully in your own life. Losing weight can create a completely new wardrobe problem. I knew my clothes would become too big. What I didn't understand was how emotional and expensive rebuilding a wardrobe could be. There is an awkward period when almost nothing fits properly, but you may not know whether your body has finished changing. Do you buy clothes now? Do you wait? What size are you? What styles look right on your body? And then there's another surprise. The clothes you imagined wearing after weight loss may not feel like you at all. I had spent years learning how to dress one version of my body. Suddenly, the proportions were different. The familiar rules didn't always work. Even when something technically fit, I didn't always feel at home in it. So I'm not simply buying smaller clothes, I'm learning how I want to present myself in this chapter of life. That process is still unfolding, and I'll be sharing much of it here because I know I cannot be the only woman standing in front of a closet full of clothes and thinking, now what? All right, number 4. Other people may react to your transformation in unexpected ways. I talked about this, I touched on this a little bit before. Um, that another thing I wasn't fully prepared for was how other people might respond to your weight loss. Some people are encouraging and genuinely happy for you. Some are curious. Some ask very personal questions. Others may say nothing at all. And if I could share a personal, just something that's happened recently, I had to call my best friend out. I love her. She was the one who encouraged me to start my weight loss journey. She even offered to pay for the first several months of Zepbound for me. But every time she sees me now since I lost the weight, her first reaction is, "Oh, here comes Skinny Carl. Here comes Skinny Carl." Or look at Carl. Doesn't she look good?" And like she's cheering me on, and I know that she she has good intentions, but my weight is always a focus. My weight is always a focus of conversation. My weight is the first thing that she notices every time she sees me. And so the other night I was messing with her when we were out for dinner, and I'm like, "You're just obsessed with me, aren't you?" But again, it's things like that. Like your weight becomes everybody's focus of attention, and why? So sometimes, so going back, sometimes a compliment can feel more complicated than the person giving it intended. When someone tells you how wonderful you look now, part of you may wonder what they thought about you before. Like, what did they think about me before I lost 75 pounds? I've had to remind myself that other people's reactions often reflect their own experiences, assumptions, and concerns. I don't have to interpret every comment. I don't have to explain every detail of my journey to people. I appreciate the support, but I need to just maintain my boundaries and remember that this transformation belongs to me and you because I'm sharing it with you here on YouTube. All right. So, transformation number 5, reaching the goal can leave you asking, what happens now? All right, Carla, what's next? What now? For a long time, weight loss gave me a clear objective. There was a number to work towards. I shared with you all, I started at 210 pounds. I'm now maintaining at 135 pounds. And so, getting started, my first milestone was just to get under 200 pounds. Um, then I kept changing my goal, my progress as I lost weight. Never thought I would even get to 135 pounds. I was 135 pounds in high school. 135 pounds was how much I weighed before I had 3 kids. So, again, starting out, you have a number that you're working towards. That progress could be measured. Every milestone created a new milestone. But after losing 75 pounds, I began asking a much bigger question. What do I want to do with the life and energy I have now? Maintenance is part of the answer, and I'll talk honestly about what that looks like for me in another video. But maintaining the weight cannot be my entire purpose. I don't want the rest of my life to revolve around a number on a scale. I want to learn new things. I want to play tennis. I want to sew for the body I have now. I want to travel, rediscover my style, take care of my health, say yes to experiences I might have once avoided. Not that I might have once avoided, but experiences that I actually did avoid. This is where the idea of reimagining my life began, hence the name of my channel. All right, number 6, you may grieve parts of your former self while welcoming the new you. This may be the most surprising part of all. Transformation can involve gratitude, excitement, pride, and grief. My former body carried me through decades of life. It was there through challenges, celebrations, relationships, and change. I don't want to speak about that version of myself as if she were a failure I needed to escape. She was doing the best that she could with what she had available. I can be proud of losing 75 pounds without hating the woman I was before. In fact, I think part of becoming comfortable with who I am now is learning to show compassion towards every version of myself that brought me here. Losing 75 pounds with the help of Zepbound has changed my life, but not because it turned me into a completely different person. It gave me an opportunity to see myself differently and to ask what I want this next season of life to become. I'm still figuring that out. I don't have every answer about maintenance, confidence, style, menopause, or reinvention, but I'm willing to share what I learned honestly as I go because the weight loss wasn't the destination, it was the beginning. If you've experienced significant weight loss or any change that required you to get to know yourself again, what surprised you most? Please share your experience in the comments. I would love for us to create a place where women can talk honestly about what happens after the before and after photographs. And if you're navigating weight loss, a change in body, menopause, or your own reinvention after 50, subscribe and come along with me. My next video, I'm going to share 5 things I wish I had done before losing 75 pounds. I'll see you in the next video.